Project name UpToDate. Teacher and Google. Who is a better educator in the 21st century? It is difficult to determine who is a better educator in the 21st century as teaching styles and methods vary greatly and what works for one student or class may not work for another. Additionally, effective teaching depends on many factors, such as the subject being taught, the age and abilities of the students, and the resources and support available to the teacher. It is important to recognize that all teachers are unique and bring their own strengths and experiences to their classrooms. In the 21st century, the role of the educator has evolved to include not only teaching content, but also facilitating learning, fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and helping students to navigate an increasingly digital and interconnected world. With the advent of technology and online learning, the traditional classroom setup has also changed. Now, educators must be able to adapt to different forms of teaching, such as online or blended learning. A good 21st century educator is someone who is able to integrate technology into their teaching in a meaningful way and use it to enhance student learning. They also have to be flexible and able to adapt to diverse needs of the students. Moreover, 21st century educators should have the ability to provide an inclusive learning environment and understand the cultural backgrounds and socio-economic status of their students to serve them better. They should also be able to encourage a growth mindset in their students and help them to become lifelong learners. In addition, 21st century educators must be able to inspire their students to be active citizens and engage with their communities. In conclusion, a good 21st century educator is someone who is able to create a positive and inclusive learning environment, integrate technology in a meaningful way, and empower students to become lifelong learners and active citizens. In addition to the traits we previously mentioned, 21st century educators must also be able to effectively assess student learning and provide feedback. This includes being able to use a variety of assessment methods, such as formative and summative assessments, to gather information about student understanding and progress. They should also be able to use data to inform their instruction and make adjustments to their teaching as needed. Another important trait of a 21st century educator is their ability to collaborate with others. This includes working with other teachers, administrators, and parents to support student learning. It also includes the ability to collaborate with students, fostering a sense of community and encouraging them to take ownership of their own learning. Furthermore, 21st century educators should be continuously seeking professional development to stay up to date with the latest research and best practices in teaching. They should be open to new ideas and willing to take risks in order to improve their teaching. They should also be reflective practitioners, constantly reflecting on their teaching and looking for ways to improve. In summary, a good 21st century educator is someone who is able to assess student learning, provide feedback, collaborate with others, continuously seek professional development, and is reflective. They should be able to integrate technology in a meaningful way, foster critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and create an inclusive and positive learning environment. Who is a 21st century teacher? A 21st century teacher is someone who is able to create engaging, dynamic, and interactive learning experiences for students. They understand how to use different teaching methods, such as differentiated instruction and project-based learning, to meet the diverse needs of their students. They are able to use data and assessment results to inform their instruction and make adjustments as needed. They understand the importance of creating a safe and nurturing environment where students can take risks and make mistakes without fear or failure. 21st century teacher is also a lifelong learner themselves and stays up to date with the latest research, best practices, and trends in education. They are open to new ideas and willing to take risks. In order to improve their teaching, they are able to use technology, such as learning management systems and educational apps, to support student learning and provide real-time feedback. Furthermore, 21st century teachers are able to collaborate with other educators, parents, and community members to support student learning and build a sense of community. They also recognize the importance of social and emotional learning and work to build students' self-awareness, self-regulation, and social skills. In summary, 21st century teachers are innovative, adaptable, and technology-savvy educators who are able to create engaging and dynamic learning experiences, use data and assessment to inform instruction, collaborate and communicate effectively, stay current with best practices and trends, and prioritize the holistic development of their students. Google and teachers. Teachers play a vital role in providing students with a well-rounded education. They are trained professionals who are able to create a positive and engaging learning environment, while also providing personalized instruction, guidance, and support. They can help students develop critical thinking, problem-solving, and creativity skills, as well as social emotional skills such as empathy, self-awareness, and self-regulation. Teachers can also help students develop a love of learning and provide them with the opportunity to explore their interests and passions. Google, on the other hand, is a vast resources of information, resources and tools which can facilitate self-directed learning. It has a lot of online resources like books, articles, videos, and tutorials, which can allow students to explore new topics and ideas and can be a great tool for students to conduct research. It is also a great way for students to stay connected and collaborate with others in the learning process. With the help of Google, students can learn at their own pace and have access to a wealth of information that may not be available in the classroom. The most effective education likely involves a combination of both teachers and technology. Teachers can use technology as a tool to enhance and extend their instruction by incorporating online resources, videos, and interactive activities into their lessons. Technology can also help teachers to personalize instruction and provide students with feedback that can help them to improve their learning. Google can also be a great way for teachers to stay connected with their students and collaborate with other teachers. Overall, both teachers and Google can serve as valuable educators in the 21st century, depending on the context and the learning objectives. Here are a few examples of how teachers and Google can work together to enhance education in the 21st century. Online resources. Teachers can use Google to find and share online resources such as videos, articles, and interactive activities that can supplement their instruction and provide students with additional information and perspectives on a topic. Collaborative learning. Teachers can use Google tools such as Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides to create collaborative assignments and projects that allow students to work together and share their ideas and insights. Personalized instruction. Teachers can use Google Classroom and other learning management systems to create personalized learning plans for students and provide them with individualized feedback and support. Research. Teachers can use Google to find and share resources that can help students conduct research, such as books, articles, and primary sources. Communication. Google Meet, Google Classroom, and other communication tools can help teachers to stay connected with students and parents and provide regular updates on student progress. Online quizzes and assessments. Teachers can use Google Forms to create online quizzes and assessments that can provide students with immediate feedback on their understanding of a topic. Gamification. Teachers can use Google tools such as Google Classroom and Kahoot to make learning fun and engaging for students by incorporating games and quizzes. Language learning. Teachers can use Google tools such as Google Translate and Google Earth to help students learn a new language and explore different cultures. These are just a few examples of how teachers and Google can work together to enhance education in the 21st century. The key is to find the right balance between the two so that students can benefit from the strengths of both teachers and technology. Some potential disadvantages of using Google for teachers include reliance on internet access and technology, which can be unreliable or unavailable in some areas. Privacy concerns, as students' data may be collected and shared with third parties. Limited control over the content and advertising that appears on Google services. Limited ability to customize or modify Google tools to fit the specific needs of a classroom or school. The need for teachers to constantly monitor and filter the information that students can access. Possibility of students becoming too dependent on the technology. Can be a distraction for students. Lack of ownership or control over data and content created using Google services, as it is stored on Google servers. Limited ability to export or backup data and content, which can be a problem if a teacher or school decides to stop using Google services. Limited ability to integrate with other educational tools and resources. Limited security and privacy controls, which can be a concern when working with sensitive student information. Limited support and resources for teachers who are not familiar or comfortable with technology. Limited ability to tailor the classroom experience to the needs of individual students. Possibility of cheating if students use the tools to find answers to test questions. Possibility of being blocked by certain schools or countries. The need to constantly update and maintain Google services, which can take time and effort away from teaching. Limited control over the format and layout of Google documents and presentations, which can be a problem with creating lesson materials. Limited ability to collaborate with other teachers or schools outside of the Google ecosystem. Limited ability to track and monitor student progress and engagement. Limited ability to provide meaningful feedback to students. Limited ability to create or use interactive and multimedia content. Limited ability to integrate with existing school management and learning management systems. Possibility of students becoming too dependent on technology. Possibility of a lack of understanding of the tools by some students. Possibility of creating a divide between students who have access to technology and those who don't. Teachers can benefit from effectively using Google by familiarizing themselves with the various Google tools and features, such as Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Drive, and Google Calendar, and understanding how they can be used to support teaching and learning. Creating a clear plan and strategy for using Google tools in classroom, including setting specific learning goals and objectives, determining which tools to use, and identifying how they will be integrated into the curriculum. Communicating with students and parents about the use of Google tools and the expectations for use, including guidelines for appropriate use, privacy and security, and data management. Providing regular training and support for students and staff on how to use Google tools effectively and safely. Using the tools to create engaging and interactive content such as quizzes, surveys, polls, and interactive presentations. Using the tools to provide meaningful feedback to students and track their progress. Monitoring the use of the tools and making adjustments as needed to ensure that they are being used effectively and efficiently. Collaborating with other teachers and schools to share best practices and resources. Keeping up to date with the latest features and updates of the Google tools and how they can be used to improve teaching and learning. Having a backup plan in case of internet or technical difficulties. Ensuring that the use of the tools is inclusive and accessible to all students. using the tools to create a blended learning environment. By using three strategies, teachers can effectively integrate Google tools into their teaching practice and enhance their students' learning experience. What is a Google teacher? A Google teacher is an educator who has completed training on the use of Google tools and resources in education and has demonstrated proficiency in using these tools to improve student learning and engagement. The training is provided by Google and focuses on the use of Google products such as Google Classroom, Google Docs, Google Drive, and Google Calendar, among others. The training is intended to help educators effectively integrate technology into their teaching practice and create engaging and interactive learning experiences for students. Google teachers are also expected to share their knowledge and expertise with other educators in their school or district and serve as leaders in the implementation of technology in education. Google teachers are also expected to be advocates for the use of technology in education and to model best practices for others. They often participate in professional development opportunities, attend conferences, and lead workshops to share their knowledge with other educators. Additionally, Google teachers may also act as mentors to new teachers and assist with the integration of technology into the curriculum. Google teachers are often recognized for their skills and expertise and may be invited to participate in exclusive training and networking opportunities. Some Google teachers may also have the opportunity to become Google Certified Educators, which is a certification program provided by Google to recognize educators who have demonstrated advanced skill and expertise in using Google's tools in education. It's important to note that being a Google teacher is not a formal job title or position. It is more of an informal recognition for educators who have completed the training and demonstrated proficiency in using Google tools in the classroom. Book recommendations about flipped classroom. Book recommendations about blended learning. Book recommendations about cooperative learning.